joining us on Final Drive TV. We are here for round 3 of the Nitto Tire United States Touring Car Championship. And where are we?
At the legendary Mazda Raceway in Laguna Seca, Monterey County. It is a gorgeous morning. It's a beautiful track, and we have the legendary and really quite scary
the Corkscrew. What a fabulous track to be at. We've got great weather. Saturday morning here. We've got round 3 today. We've got round 4 tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Don't go away.
Thank you, Emma and Becky. We're here at this fabulous track, and we have a fantastic order for you. I'm Rick Nannini, and I'm here with my guest host, as always, Julio Decker. Thank you very much, Julio, for coming out today. We're very excited about this weekend. So let's get to the starting order right away. In the GT class, in pole position, we have Ken Dobson in the Mendola Powertrains Factory 5 GTM. Next to him, Daniel Akramstev in the Red Star Racing BMW M3.
Good to be back, Rick. Row 2, we have Dave Brown in the Life's Good Racing Chevy Camaro. Next to him, Vijay Mirzayan in the Achilles Motorsports BMW M3.
Next, we have Ron Valtierra in the TNI Racing Mazda Speed 3. And that rounds out our GT class. In the touring class on pole with a fantastic lap to snatch the pole away is Patrick Cho in the Speed SF Nissan 350Z. Next to him, Tim Barber in the TNI Racing Mazda Speed 3.
Row 2 sees Justin Crickenberger in the Life's Good Racing BMW M3. Next to him, a newcomer to the series, Roger Eagleton in the GoGoGear.com BMW M3.
Next is Pete Bovenberg in the MBO Motorsports Honda Civic. And next to him, Beau Borders in the Life's Good Racing BMW M3.
Row 4 sees a pair of teammates from Achilles Motorsports, both of them in BMW M3. James Stevens, next to him, Greg Hughes.
Next we have Lars Wolf, the newcomer in the Autosport Labs Nissan Juke, the all-purpose race car. We'll talk about this a little bit later. And next to him, Rod Rojas in the GoGoGear.com Hyundai Genesis Coupe.
Row 6 sees Michael Wielden in the Life's Good Racing BMW M3. Next to him, Tom Milburn in the Bayer Drafting Acura RSX.
And last, we have Michael McCulligan in the Mazda Trix Mazda RX-8. Okay, here we are, getting started, ready for the start of the race. We have the in-car from Ken Dobson's Factory 5 GTM car, and we have a bunch of other in-cars for you. But yeah, storylines this weekend. Julio, we have a lot of stuff going on this weekend.
We do. It's a double header, so people have to be very mindful of it. Save their car on Saturday to make sure they can make the show on Sunday. USTCC standing starts, the usual affair. Everybody getting for the green flag. You see all the in-car cameras. Patrick Cho with his very quick Nissan 300Z, 350Z to be specific, getting ready to go. And here you see Tim Barber's in-car.
Yeah, we're getting ready for the green, and there it is, green flag. Here we go.
Green, green, green. Dave Brown chasing Ken down. He's trying to get on the inside. Ken Brown.
And
Daniel dead in the water. That car is still
Daniel.
running. Something mechanical just broke on that thing.
But in the meantime, we have a pack of cars, 3, 4 abreast going into turn 2. Be careful, guys.
Holy cow, Patrick just drove underneath Roger. He got a poor start on that. I don't know, rear-wheel drive. I don't know what happened with him. He must have missed the shift or missed the green.
He doesn't have that much experience in that car, so that's probably what was the problem. 'Cause I don't think he's done a standing start in that car. This is his first weekend in that car.
Interesting. You can see Ken is already inching away from Dave Brown ever so slowly, but Daniel's still in the front straightaway. He's got to throw a yellow. These guys are going to be coming around here in no time.
Oh, car sideways. Be careful. That's not a way you want to be sideways at. There's a lot of cement nearby. But
Tim got a great start. Did you see that? He's already 3rd overall, just right behind Dave Brown in the GT class, and only a touring car.
Yeah, you know who else got a poor start? Also, Vijay Mirzayan. He ended up being really far back too.
Those GT cars, some of them, and here we go. Yeah, I'm glad they threw out a yellow. This was a smart thing to do. Yeah, those GT cars, some of them have very, very small clutches, and the standing starts are just wreaking havoc on those things.
Wow, there's Daniel. Oh boy, poor guy. Oh boy, the Red Star Racing team better be able to fix that car for the next race tomorrow. But in the meantime, here we are on board with the TNI Racing Mazda of Tim Barber, who's now in first place due to a fantastic start by him and a poor start by pole sitter Patrick Cho.
Wow.
Oh, no,
so in all the mayhem,
we have another car.
Yeah. Wielden's hood flew off, by the way.
Oh,
in that start.
jeez. And that's the Life's Good Racing M3. I guess they had problems with their original car, the Mitsubishi Lancer Ralliart. They switched to a BMW M3, and I guess in the mayhem and everything, the last minute things, because this race was coming on, somebody in the team messed up and didn't get the hood pinned. But yeah, that's how it goes.
Always the 50-cent part that'll cost you the race.
Yeah, but anyway, that's how it goes. But you know what? He's at least on the track. Hopefully they can get that hood closed and he can get back in the race, because they need all the points they can get. Weldon, if you recall, in the Mitsubishi, won the last round at Miller.
He is super quick.
He dominated the Miller, was super quick, and yeah, now he's on the side of the road watching everybody else. But now we have to. So this gives us a chance to talk about some of the storylines that we were talking about earlier. One of them being Lars Wolf.
Yeah, very interesting.
So
who would have ever thought you could race a Juke?
Nissan Juke, folks. You can do a lot with a Nissan Juke, apparently. And he brought back a Nissan Juke with Autosport Labs, and would also help with My Life is Speed magazine, doing a whole big press thing with this car, doing a multi-purpose race car. They built this thing not only to do touring car racing with it, but to do hill climbs and rallies and drag races or circle track and races, all kinds of different things, all with the same car. The only change being tires and tuning, but really no mechanical changes other than that. So basically that means you build a car that's slow and everything and not fast in anything else. But you know what? He's having a ball. He's an ex-rally driver, and he's having so much fun. I guess BJ is back to third place, so I guess he didn't get that quite as bad as.
No, he just got a slow start, but I think he got kind of going.
He got going afterwards.
Daniel was the one that was just totally dead in the water.
Because now we see Dobson first, we see Daniel, of course, on the side of the road, with Dave Brown second in that red Chevy Camaro, and Vijay Mirzayan in that Achilles Motorsports M3. That's your top three in GT. And in touring, leading is Tim Barber's car in that black BMW. Excuse me, Mazda Speed 3.
In the touring classes, the top 10 are very, very close to each other from a qualifying time, and I have a feeling this is going to be an extremely tight race, and that mix-up on the start is going to cost a few people, because it's a sprint race and there's not a lot of time to get around. So I think everybody's going to be using their lead feet once we get the green flag again.
Yeah, we have, and behind Tim Barber, we have the two Life's Good Racing cars of Justin Crickenberger and Beau Borders, and then behind them we have the Honda Civic of Pete Bovenberg, who does really well out here historically. He's got a lot of track time out here, and Patrick Cho in that Nissan 350Z.
You know, the race within the race, the sportsman class, we have the Achilles Motorsports bringing up two BMW M3s. That team is out of Southern California, actually, to be fair, from the Fresno area. So both Greg Hughes and James Stevens ride for Achilles Motorsports.
And with Vijay Mirzayan, they're driving in the GT class in that other M3, so 3 cars total.
Right.
And Life's Good Racing brought out 4 cars, so lots of action.
Yeah, when Laguna has the no sound, this is a great weekend to be here. It's a fantastic track, top-notch facility, and then when they take the sound restrictions off, it's really a good, fun time to go out and play. I think Pete's trying to push his competitors, saying, "Come on, boys, close the gap. We're gonna get a green flag here. Don't be falling asleep."
Yeah, it's not quite green yet. We got to get to the front straightaway. The pace cars got to go off, do their thing.
Like you said, Pete's got a lot of experience in this track. He wants to make sure everybody's awake for this green start.
He just wants okay, give me the win. Let's go home.
And they're getting the green, so everybody's on it again.
We see the shift lights on this BMW M3, and here we go.
All right, BJ's keeping up with
Dave
Brown this time.
But boy, Dobson's gone already. I think Dobson just took off before everybody else, while everybody else was sleeping. But here we go, turn 2. Now let's see what Patrick Cho has in store. Can he get back up to first place in touring?
He's sawing at the wheel.
Yeah, he's pushing hard, and so is Bovenberg in front of him. These guys are pushing hard, but Tim Barber up ahead in that Mazda Speed 3, the black Mazda Speed 3. The second Mazda Speed 3 you see up front, the red one, is a GT car driven by Ron Valtiera.
Yeah, in the middle of all of that, Greg Hughes got by Roger Eagleton. They were both in sportsman class, so that's actually a shift in position. That's representing the first place in that class.
Okay, now, well, here we are. Let's see if there's any action over here as we are on board with the Life's Good Racing BMW. Oh, we have another yellow flag on the side of the road. This race has got a lot of issues. I guess everybody must be really eager for something.
Boy, we talked about save your car for Sunday. I guess they didn't feel like listening to us much.
They just want to go, go, go.
Oh, it's a sprint race.
Package jump right inside of Beau Borders to do it.
No, Pete closes the door hard. Yeah, it's a local yellow, so these guys are back to full speed racing. And Pete, with his front wheel drive, there's no way you're going to get on the inside of him in that
Pete's
turn.
telling Patrick, no, son, try again later. Been doing this for a lot longer than you have.
Here's interesting. You got the TNI cars nose to tail, and we got a GT car slotted between Tim Barber and the rest of the field. I wonder if they're doing team orders, and if this is the case, Tim is just going to run away and hide from everybody.
Yeah, Tim's really got an advantage there with his teammate in GT class. They are holding back the field as the other guys. Oh, there's some debris on the field. Where's that? Cones, messed up cones.
That was interesting. Ron actually went for the outside of Tim, so Ron might have not been subscribing to that team orders business. He's going, well, I'm here to race, and so let's go racing, boys.
So, yeah, Ron's doing fantastic. Both those Mazda Speed 3s are doing fantastic.
They're looking good this weekend.
Super fast. Well, what more do you want? Mazda running up front at Mazda Raceway, but behind them, a train of cars. And oh,
boy,
Bovenberg goes inside the BMW.
Holy nice. He is on it this weekend. That car is flying.
That is super nice. That was a beautiful pass, too.
Boy, look at him. He's just pulling away on the uphill, too. Wow, that four-cylinder's got nothing. I mean, that six-cylinder's got nothing on that four-cylinder. That was amazing.
Well, the nice thing about this is a momentum track, and you know you just can't slow down around here. And it looks like Bovenberg can do that well. But look at that, Tim Barber catching up to lap traffic already as he's trying to build this gap through the corkscrew. Look at that field go by.
You can see how much Tim is pushing. Even though he's up front, he's got a gap. He is not slowing down by any means.
No, he's pushing. Tim's pushing hard. As you can see, wow.
He is on it. That is 10/10, ladies and gentlemen. That there's nothing left on that in that car that he's not putting on the track.
Yeah, look at that. Now the whole field's trying to pass all these lap cars. Look at that.
Wow, Pete is getting aggressive. Holy cow. If he holds that position, that puts him in third place.
Wow. Now Beau Borders up to second place in the BMW. Where's Pete?
He's sitting on the outside, fighting with the other BMW.
Yeah. Pete just
and he got him.
He's going on the inside of Beau. Pete's going on the inside of Beau. Is he going to get it? He's getting him. He's getting him.
He got him.
Nice move, Pete. Up to second place.
You know, with that front-wheel drive, he just basically took an inside turn. He's going to wash it out and block that BMW.
Well, you know, the big difference, I believe, here is that Mazda Raceway is a heavy braking zone, and the BMWs weigh about 3,300 pounds.
That's correct.
And the Honda weighs, what, 2,600 pounds? So the extra 700-800 pound difference makes a big difference under braking.
That's the beauty of the United States Touring Car Championship. That's a power to weight ratio, so that's why you're seeing multiple different brands, different drives, different number of cylinders, and at the end you look at it and everybody's extremely close to each other.
Yeah, in fact, I think in qualifying, top 8 were within a second of each other or something.
That's
crazy
exactly
like
right.
that. And since it's crazy when you have four-wheel drive, turbocharged, 6-cylinder, 4-cylinder, rear drive, whatever, all mixed in together, and all different makes, models, and everybody's so close to each other.
Well, don't look now, but Roger Eagleton got by Greg Hughes and took that first
Beau
place
Borders
back.
trying to pass them.
That BMW is not giving up on Pete, so these guys are having at it. This is amazing.
Yeah, Eagleton's having a great fight there. Also, between that, Eagleton's is in first place, I believe, right now in the sportsman category.
Right. Well, the 3 sportsmen are nose to tail.
Wow.
So top 3 in sportsmen are right next to each other, so they're having their own little fight. And actually, Rogers opened up a little bit of a gap on Greg.
A little bit on Greg Hughes. Yeah, Greg Hughes is in that white BMW, and then Jim Stevens is in that
Silver and orange, right?
Silver or blue or whatever it is. BMW M3.
That car is extremely pretty. That car is way too clean and pretty to be a race car. But I think it just goes to show how professional these folks are, and they bring out their best every single time.
Oh, finally, Ron looks like he pulled over and he said enough is enough, and he let the competitors go through. So
I wonder, now that the dam has been taken off, if this pack will catch up with Tim Barber. This will be very, very interesting.
Sure will, because Tim enjoys a good 5-second gap right now on a Civic of Pete Bovenberg.
Yeah, so Tim was pushing that car really hard. I wonder if he's going to run out of tires at the end of this race, and these guys will get to him.
And you know that Mazda has also had some mechanical issues, overheating issues, all these kind of things. I wonder if any of that's going to come into play.
So that Civic is closing that gap visually. You can see him getting closer to Tim already. That's amazing.
These guys are not going to slow down yet. They're not saving anything for tomorrow, it looks like. But you know what? Everybody's running well so far.
And keeping it extremely close, too. Tim is still pushing super hard. Wow. I think he's seeing that Civic get bigger in his mirrors. He's going, I got to get going here.
Yeah, look at that. You can visually see it right there. That's he's shaved off about 2 seconds.
Don't look now, but Patrick is in 4th place. He made up for all that slow start.
So now we have Patrick in 4th place, and ahead of him is Beau Borders in that Life's Good Racing M3, and ahead of him Bovenberg in the Civic. So we have Mazda, Honda, BMW, Nissan in top 4 positions in total.
Again, we talked about diversity, and there you have it. Multiple manufacturers represented in the top 4.
But looks like the two of them, Bovenberg in the Civic and T&I Mazda, are actually starting to pull away from the rest of the field a little bit, don't you think?
I agree with you. I think, like you were talking about, this is a momentum track, and the lighter front-wheel drive cars are having a great time, where the heavier rear-wheel drive cars are just having a hard time braking and turning the car. And so you were seeing that gap grow.
Yeah, another thing is this track is well known for just eating up brakes, and if you cook your brakes over here, you're done. You might as well just park it because you're not going in.
He carries a lot of speed through that corner. That's not a faint of heart type corner.
No,
if you carry that much speed, you better hang on tight.
That's right, yeah. And we saw a quick shot there, with another battle brewing back there, but still, Jim Stevens and Greg Hughes were going at it with each other back there,
and
too.
these guys are teammates, so I'm sure Team Boss VJ's glad he's in the race and not seeing this close racing, but I'm sure they'll behave and not take each other out.
Here we are on board with Patrick's Nissan 350Z. These guys are going pushing really hard, and yeah, look at that, another second between Pete's Civic and Tim Barber's Mazda, and shaved off. Pete's the quickest car in the track.
And look at that, I think all Bosie's out of his rear view mirror is Patrick's face. He's that close, I don't think he can even see the front of that Nissan.
You see all that orange behind you, that's a little distracting.
That's he better stop driving his mirrors and start looking ahead, because the two front-wheel drive cars are just going to walk away from him. There's going to be no way of catching up.
Yeah, so we have two big battles, but one battle for 3rd place between the Nissan, there it is, the orange Nissan and the black BMW, and another battle up front. Pete's really closed it up. He's less than a second now.
Amazing. And Tim is pushing as well. This is crazy how Pete's catching up. That's amazing. That's a fast car.
Oh, no!
Oh, no. And we have a car that blew up an engine, and everybody's coming through it. Here comes Dave Brown. Oh, no! He goes right through that oil, and he goes right off the track. And here comes the rest of the field. This isn't going to be over by any means, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who else
Dave
goes
Brown
through
running
it.
in second place in GT.
Everybody's doing okay.
Oh
no, here we go. More cars going off. Oh,
no, there must be so much oil there. Now these guys are coming up to that spot. They don't know it yet, but they're coming up there. They better pay attention to the flags, because there's a bunch of oil waiting over there.
This is not going to end well. And
it looks like full course yellow is out.
slows.
So full course yellow is out, but it looks like Bovenberg made a pass under yellow. Is that what I saw? I'm not quite sure, but Bovenberg was ahead, but I think he passed under yellow.
They're coming up on that oil,
but
right
now they're coming up on the
but at
oil
least
right
they have
there.
The yellow,
This
and
spot right here, you can see.
Oh
Geez. Another cars. What are these guys? Another
wow.
car.
Patrick spins.
Patrick spins.
Oh
4th
no.
place. 1, 2, 3.
3,
4 cars went by.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Oh, he is going to be mad at himself for that.
Oh, he had it. He just had it. He was doing the fantastic drive.
Wow.
And 4 cars went by him. And now we have, at least Dave Brown got it underway in that Chevy Camaro. So he didn't get stuck like some of these other cars in the gravel. Wow, that was something else. There's a lot of oil there. And now we're on the full course yellow, and I think the NASA safety crew has their work cut out for them to get all these.
That was a lot of carnage.
All these. Well, fortunately, nobody hit each other. Everybody just kind of
just went off the track, right?
So that's the good news. But yeah, now we're in the full course yellow, and everybody has time to recharge their batteries and start thinking. But poor Patrick Cho, he started on pole position, went to the back, then worked his way up to the front, and then lost it all again, went to the back. And but now these drivers have to deal with a host of tow trucks as NASA safety rushes to the scene to clear up the mess that was there. And I suspect we're going to need a lot more tow trucks for this mess. You have your AAA card with you? We better call AAA to come clean the stuff.
Here we go. We have a replay here.
And yeah, you'll see as this car blows up this engine, all that white smoke is not dirt, it's not dust, that's oil smoke. And the first car on the scene,
Dave actually did a fantastic job of actually spinning on the track to scrub off a lot of speed. That could have ended very badly for Dave if he had gone straight off.
Yeah, certainly. And you know, you're not going very slow at this point. In a GT car like that, you're probably going in there 110.
Right. That's a very, very quick corner. Absolutely. You're coming down the hill, so you carry momentum, and that's actually a bank corner, so it allows you to carry that much more speed. And that was not a very good place to
and the GT cars run slick tires, and these tires are not made for
going over
oil. They're not made they don't have much grip when it comes to oil. But you see how many cars? 5, 6 cars easily.
Yeah, I'm seeing at least 4 in the dirt right now.
There's a few cars that are behind the dirt that you don't see.
Before the touring cars got there.
Right, but now you see all the safety trucks and tow trucks trying to clean up the mess, and. Yeah, I think it's going to take too long. So there's a really good potential that the field could get a checkered flag here, because I suspect we're running low on time, and I suspect that there's going to take a long time to clean up this mess.
I agree with you, Rick.
It's probably going to take the safety crew a good 10-15 minutes to clean up all that oil, and it's going to be kind of dangerous to run a race in these conditions. So.
As we saw, many people already spun off. There's no need to take a chance. In these sprint races, they'll go by in a heartbeat. So. That's why people push. That's why people push hard, because at any given moment, one of these things can happen, and you're locked into the grid.
So let's see if we can get a checkered flag here. I suspect we might. But yeah, there it is, checkered flag. So we make history here. First USTCC race that ends under yellow. Double yellows.
Yellow and checkered.
But overall, pretty a race that had a lot of yellows and had a lot of action in it. But winning it all, Ken Dobson in the GT class in the Mendola Powertrains Factory 5 GTM. Next to him, Vijay Mirzayan finished second, ahead of Dave Brown in third place. And Ron Valtierra finished fourth. And of course, Daniel Kramstev did not take the green.
Tim Barber won the touring class, followed by Beau Borders in his BMW M3, Justin Crickenberger third place, Roger Eagleton in his M3 fourth, Patrick Chow actually ended up in fifth, Jim Stevens sixth, Rod Rojas seventh, Michael Weldon eighth, Greg Hughes ninth, Pete Bovenberg came in at 10th place.
Yeah, Pete received a penalty for that pass under yellow, so he went from 2nd to 10th place. Lars Wolf was not able to finish in that Nissan Juke. So what an awesome race. Let's get down and hear whatever they had to say.
Hi, I'm speaking to Roger Eagleton. He's driving the number 35 BMW M3, sponsored by Go Gear. Explain to us today what happened with the race. How was it for you?
It was a very interesting race. It was my first race with these guys. It was a lot of fun, but seems like there's going to be a little bit of time until we figure out where we actually finished. But I just wanted to thank Go Gear Racing, UTI. The car was great today. I had a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to doing this again. And it was, for the most part, it was a nice, good race. Our race was clean. I can't say that about everybody, but ours was clean.
It was a clean race. But was the track clean for the whole race? Talk to us about that.
There was quite a bit of debris on the track. Like, it looked like an IndyCar race. Somebody's wing or spoiler got broken off up at the top of the corkscrew. So you've got a debris field there. You had cones on the track from somebody cutting pit lane. Somebody's engine let go at the top of going into turn 10, which is one of the fastest sections on the track.
Yeah.
So cars are going off left and right. So it was more exciting than an F1 race. I'll give you that much.
Well, well done.
Yeah, thanks.
We can't wait to find out how you do.
Great, and we'll see you guys again. Thank you very much.
And we're speaking to Vijay Mizayan. He's the driver of the number 8 BMW M3. He came second in the GT US Touring Car race this afternoon. Congratulations. Talk to us about that.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a pretty eventful race, right? So we didn't qualify super good. Qualified 4th. We had some handling issues yesterday, but got the car sorted out. And you know, there was a little bit of an issue on the start. One of the cars in front broke a half shaft. So I had to be really careful because, you know, the car could spin sideways and you could T-bone them. So they had a restart, but the restart just kind of, they couldn't do a standing start the second time. So we just kind of rolled, and the prototype just, you know, took off. And he was like, you know, maybe about 5 seconds ahead, even before we hit the start-finish line. I always let the race come to me, and as long as I've done my best, that's all I can do, right?
And you did. You did a wonderful job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Hi, I'm speaking to Justin Crickenberger. He's driver of the number 11 BMW M3, the US Touring Car race. You came 3rd today. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you very much.
How are you feeling about that?
Good. It was a great race. The start was amazing. I think I took the lead on the start until about turn 3, and then it started to slowly back off from there. And between the demolition derby that was going on and turn 10, it worked out in my favor quite well.
Talk to us about the demolition derby. How was that?
I do not know. I came down the hill and it was more of a junkyard sitting on the side of the track
than
in an actual
How did you get through that?
Well, they had the double yellows out for a caution, so everyone kind of slowed up. Everyone should have slowed up. If you were watching, some people did not, and it didn't pay out well for them.
Not naming any names.
Yeah, I took my time through there, and as I should have, and it worked out.
Worked in your favor, absolutely. Well, it was really great to watch you, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow, and all of us are very excited. Thank you so much.
Awesome, thank you.
had today, Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to thank all of our drivers, all of our teams, and all of our wonderful sponsors. Join us next time.